Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this. From Washington Times. Representative Adam Schiff says Russia is helping Trump's campaign again. Sorry, I won't be able to talk too much. Because I think I busted a tiny little vein under my tongue over here, and it's kind of bothering every time I speak. It's actually hurting a little. But let's go. House Intelligence Chairman Rep. Adam Schiff accused President Trump of halting in-person intelligence briefings to members of Congress so he can conceal that Russia is helping his re-election campaign. Here we are again. The only way these pencil neck, googly boogly eyes Adam Schiff will finally shut the fuck up is if Trump wins in a landslide. Was it enough that they found no evidence of collusion, that the Senate own research and documents showed no collusion? There was absolutely not even a tiny little drop of evidence. Was it enough? He still needs to keep pressing that conspiracy theory that Russians helped Trump. Jesus Christ, drop it already. There is nothing in there. And let's keep reading the news. Russians are again interfering to help the president in his re-election. The California Democrat told CNN State of the Union on Sunday he doesn't want the American people to know about it. Dude, how often and how many investigations does it take for you to accept that there is nothing in there? You're probably only going to shut up either if Trump wins in a landslide, or in this case, you fabricate some evidence to nail him. That's the only possible way you might actually shut up. God. These comments come after the administration's top intelligence chief announced members of the Congress would get written briefings on election security issues, not in-person briefings. Isn't this kind of a problem? Because, well, I don't know, there is a Wuhan virus going on. Isn't it that because of it? Or is it something else? Oh, yes, it's something else, of course. It's because of Russia. Let's read the news. But the chairman of the Senate Homeland Security Committee, Senator Ron Johnson, pushed back, saying the decision was made to stop leaks to the media that created a false narrative that Mr. Trump's 2016 campaign conspired with Russia to win the election. Former Special Counsel Robert Mueller had probed the Trump campaign for roughly 2 years and did not find any wrongdoing on behalf of the president or collusion with Russians. Exactly, that was one investigation. There was another one, and there's nothing either. The Wisconsin Republican said the issue of a written versus in-person briefing was being blown out of proportion because members of the Congress known foreign countries tried to influence election and destabilize politics. He also said the US has done destabilizing to itself with leaks from the Democrats and false media narratives. I absolutely 100% agree with you. It was indeed all fault of the Democrats and the mainstream media, mainly with the alphabet acronyms news stations like ABC and particularly CNN. We can't, let's read the news. We can't play into Putin's hands, he told CNN. We have done it to ourselves. Exactly. This is because, for instance, remember that leaked dossier about some hooker peeing on some bed in Russia? That was completely and utterly fake. Fake as fuck. And guess what? And who spread that fake news and conspiracy theory? The Democrats, and sadly a bit McCain as well. And then the Democrats kept going and going until it became clear that it was fake. But some Democrats, they still keep pressing that conspiracy theory. This type of conspiracy theory seems to be even worse than those who actually think the 9/11 was an inside job or some other bullshit. No, the 9/11 was indeed caused by Islamic terrorists who crashed 2 airplanes on those towers. And this is somewhat similar. The only problem is that this one is more pernicious and has costed a lot of money on the taxpayers' funds. Has costed Americans a lot of money, and that's unacceptable, especially because this is a conspiracy theory that it had nothing, and even worse, Americans are coming to realize that the Democrats are definitely not in their favor. We can actually see the polls favoring quite a lot on Trump's side, on the Republican side. We can clearly see that. And I don't think Adam Schiff even notices this. He still thinks that the Democrats are supposed to win. That has been their go-to motto and their go-to action since 1968, I believe, or thereabouts in years, in which they have contested every single Republican win on the presidency except in landslides. Let that sink in. It has already been sunk. Has that sunk already? I hope so, because it just keeps on getting worse, doesn't it? Well, hopefully with the win, hopefully Trump wins, and that win is a landslide. This idiot will finally shut the fuck up. But not gonna happen. He's gonna fall a lot. Well, anyway, thank you for watching. See you on my next video. Jesus, my next video. Good night.